Hi, I'm King Mob. I'm on the radio. And it's hot. It's hardly surprising, really. We live in a solar system where there's a dying star and it's just pushing out heat, light, radiant energy, solar storms. And only 100 miles or so beneath our feet is a pool of molten magma, just boiling. I'm hot.
Hey, little girl, is your daddy home? Did he go and leave you all alone? I got a bad desire. Oh, I'm on fire. Tell me now, baby, is he good to you? And can he do to you the things that I do? Oh, no, I can take you high. Sometimes it's like someone took a knife, baby, edgy and dull, and cut a 6-inch valley through the middle of my skull. At night I wake up with the sheets soaking wet and a freight train running through the middle of my head. Only you can cool my desire. Oh, I'm on fire.
Yeah, that's Bruce Springsteen. But you knew that. You knew that already. I didn't have to tell you that was Bruce Springsteen because it sounds just exactly like Bruce Springsteen. And luckily, Martin Vandellas sound always exactly like Martin Vandellas. By the way, this is an extended version, which means that someone's like messed around with it a little to make bits longer, and I really like it. And it means I can do that like corny DJ chatting over the thing. Hey, I'm on the radio, and I'm hot.
Ooh.
Yeah, go girls. Love that thing. Heat waves can be tricky. Like 1958, they had a heat wave in California, which is bad because California's like hot anyway. When I lived there, we used to just go to Jamba Juice all the time and drink this stuff. Cooled you down. This woman, Kim Grabbett Jr., 1958, it's hot, she wants to go to the beach, but she doesn't want to wear a full costume. So, she's a fashion designer and she sketches out this like two-piece swimsuit. And there's drawings around and she can't figure it out. Her husband, George, worked for Caltech Aerodynamics, had a quick look at it, made a few structural adjustments, and that's the bikini.
She was afraid to come out of the locker. She was as nervous as she could be. She was afraid to come out of the locker. She was afraid that somebody would say,
2, 3, 4, tell the people what she wore.
it was an itsy bitsy teeny weeny yellow polka dot bikini that she wore for the first time today. An itsy bitsy teeny weeny yellow polka dot bikini. So in the locker she wanted to stay.
2, 3, 4, stick around, we'll tell you more.
She was afraid to come out in the open, and so a blanket around her she wore. She was afraid to come out in the open, and so she sat bundled up on the shore.
2, 3, 4, tell the people what she wore.
It was an itsy bitsy teeny weeny yellow polka dot bikini that she wore for the first time today. An itsy bitsy teeny weeny yellow polka dot bikini. So in the blanket she wanted to stay.
2, 3, 4, stick around, we'll tell you more.
Now she's afraid to come out of the water, and I wonder what she's gonna do. Now she's afraid to come out of the water, and the poor little girl's turning blue.
2, 3, 4, tell the people what she wore.
It was an itsy bitsy teeny weeny yellow polka dot bikini that she wore for the first time today. An itsy bitsy teeny weeny yellow polka dot bikini. So in the water she wanted to stay.
From the locker to the blanket, from the blanket to the shore, from the shore to the water.
Guess there isn't any more.
Well, the bikini is named after a small atoll in the South Pacific. And that's where the Americans used to conduct post-war nuclear experiments. They tried out atomic bombs on the Bikini Atoll. So that place is going to be hot for a while, I'll tell you. Probably about 2,000 years as it happens. Anyway, what's hot in Africa? Everything.
Rockin' in the Congo, rockin' in the Congo. Listen to the lingo, better start to swing. So rockin' in the Congo, in the African jungle, way down deep. All of the animals fast asleep. A native boy who was hep to the jive said, I'm gonna make the jungle come alive. A beating on the drum in his native style, you could hear his rhythm up and down the Nile. A lion woke up and he let out a roar, said, I think I've heard that beat before. A monkey swung down from the high on a limb, said, I feel that rhythm deep within. An antelope jumped from behind a tree, said, it sure sounds mighty fine to me. An elephant shook his mighty snout, said, what's this racket all about? A hyena laughed, said, nothing's wrong, we're gonna rock the Congo all night long. Rockin' in the Congo, rockin' in the Congo. Listen to the lingo, better start to swing. So rockin' in the Congo. an alligator crawl from his watery bed. Turned to the hippo and here's what he said. Said, jump that boy, it's time to swing. Can't you hear that rhythm ring? An ostrich had his head in the ground until he heard that rocking sound. He started to sing with a go man go, then he woke up the buffalo. A zebra called to a slick kudu, said, this is the beat for me and you. None of the animals had a clock, but everybody knew it was time to rock. Across the plains and the high on a hill, nothing in the jungle could keep still. The native boy was a-going strong, and they rocked the Congo all night long. Rocking in the Congo, rocking in the Congo. Listen to the lingo, better start to swing. So rocking in the Congo, rocking in the Congo, baby, all night long.
Well, who knew? They're rocking in the Congo all night long. It's always night long, isn't it? Have you noticed all those rockabilly rock records? They're always going to do everything all night long. Those people must get tired and hot. Oh yeah, hot. You know, remember Kate Bush, guest on the show, handbag. If you're a regular listener, you know what I'm talking about. She left that bag, and I keep saying, come back and get it. Anyway, she never does. And I had to dig around this week, and I found a letter, handwritten letter from David Bowie in 2006. And it said, Dear Kate, about your idea to combine my Red Shoes Dance the Blues thing with your Red Shoes song and make like a opera of it. It's a very good idea. But it's 2006. I haven't had a hit since the 80s. Neither have you. And I think we should both concentrate on that.
Put on your red shoes and dance the blues.
Cause my love for you would break my heart in two. If you should fall into my arms, tremble like a because my love for you would break my heart in two. if you should fall into my arms and tremble like a flower. Put on your red shoes and dance the blues. Under the moonlight, the serious moonlight.
Well, that's a great remix. Very happy about that. Somebody called Ben LeBrand, whatever that means. Oh, and the aircon just came on. You probably heard that little sound, and it just cools everything down in here. I was going to cool everything down anyway. I was going to play you Donna Summer. And I'm on the radio playing Donna Summer on the radio. That's hot.
Someone found the letter you wrote me on the radio, and they told the world just how you felt. It must have fallen out of a hole in your brown overcoat. They never said your name, but I knew just who they meant. Whoa, I was so surprised and shocked, and I wondered too if by chance you heard it for yourself. I never told the soul just how I've been feeling over you, but they said it really loud.
Yeah, Donna Summer was hot until she went Christian and insulted all of her gay fans, and then she just got cold. That's what happened. Life's weird, huh? How do you like your hot chocolate? How do you like your hot chocolate? I know how I like my hot chocolate. I like one of those big chunks of like Mexican cacao, like a brick. And you put that in the bottom of the cup and you pour hot water on it. And you put in some cinnamon and some really sweet chili. That's hot chocolate.
We were together since we were 5. She was so pretty, Emma was a star in everyone's eyes. And when she said she'd be a movie queen, nobody laughed. A face like an angel, she could be anything. Emmeline, Emmeline, I'm gonna write your name high on that silver screen. Emmeline, Emmeline, I'm gonna make you the biggest star this world has ever seen. At 17, we were wed. I'd work day and night to earn our daily bread. And every day Emma would go out searching for that play that never, ever came her way. You know, sometimes she'd come home so depressed. I'd hear her crying in the back room, feel so distressed. And I'd remember back when she was 5, to the words that used to make Emmeline come alive. It was Emmeline, Emmeline, I'm gonna write your name high on that silver screen. Emmeline, Emmeline, I'm gonna make you the biggest star this world has ever seen. It was a cold and dark December night when I opened up the bedroom door to find her lying still and cold upon the bed. A love letter lying on the bedroom floor. It read, darling, I love you, but I just can't keep on living on dreams no more. I tried so very hard not to leave you alone. I just can't keep on trying no more. Emmeline,
Yeah, I love that end bit when Errol starts squealing because it's like he's hot and they're like hot chocolate and it's like really hot. I love it. Also love Cirque du Soleil, Circus of the Sun. See, fits with the hot theme. If you ever get a chance to see Cirque du Soleil, take it. They do really beautiful stuff, gymnastics, circus tricks, beautiful decor, art direction, design, theme. And about 10 years ago, they did the Beatles. And they actually got the permission of the Beatles, or the Beatles' widows, in the case of George and John. And George Martin, who didn't want to do it, but he said, my son will do it. And they did like this really weird remix of Beatles stuff, all authentic and approved for Cirque du Soleil. And this one's called Nick Nus, which is actually Sun King backwards. Well, ain't that a peach? As was the film Beverly Hills Cop, directed by the late Tony Scott, wonderful director. Eddie Murphy on top form, cracking a big smile, laughing, kicking his way through Beverly Hills. Glenn Frey from the Eagles does this song, and I like this mix because they sampled in Eddie's laugh. Yeah, there's Eddie. I mean, that guy was just so funny. Is he still alive, Eddie Murphy? Is that right? Is he still alive?
Yes.
Where is he? We want him to be a guest on the show. Hey, Eddie, if you're listening, I know you're not, like flavor of the month anymore. You're not exactly hot, but you're hot in our hearts. So this is like a call out now. Eddie, come on the King Mob show. We'll do interviews. We'll do gags. You can be funny. I'll be not funny. It'll be great. Anyway, you know what's hot in singles? Is a single that never came out. And it's called Do I Love You, Did I Do? By Frank Wilson. And the reason it costs so much, it set you back like $5-6 grand to buy even a reasonable copy of this because it never actually came out. It was on Motown, and Frank cut this song, and they decided, the Motown hit panel decided, yeah, it's a hit, let's put it out. Would have been a big hit. But Frank was also a terrific producer, songwriter, in-house guy. And Berry Gordy, who ran Tamla Motown, thought to himself, Frank has a hit, he's out on the road with Stevie Wonder and Martha Vandellas. I don't have him back here in Detroit making hits. So just before the record came out, they stopped it. But a few copies circulated, and as I say, this record's hot. Man, that record is oblique. That record is shaped in a different way to life. That is a brilliant record. I just love that. That would have been like #1 in every country in the world ever. And anyway, now it's like a thing only if you know about, but it's still hot. Jackie Wilson was hot. Oh, my Lord, Jackie Wilson was hot.
she says she's my baby. I said that I need you, baby. She don't waste no time saying maybe. Always ready, willing, and able.
I mean, that record's too hot. That's breaking the fire regulations. It's going to cause trouble. It's going to bring on the sprinkler system. That's like, I wish I hadn't said that about the sprinkler system, because it reminded me. I never listened to this show. I mean, you just don't listen to your own stuff. Why would you? You did it. But I couldn't resist listening last week when I wasn't on, and that reprobate Beezer was on and told that awful story about my bass player Tosh and the sprinkler system. I mean, I just got to apologize for Beezer. I mean, that stuff last week that he was, I know Beezer a little bit, you know, I see him in Lewes and stuff, but I mean, who knew that his whole backstory was so flat out weird? Yeah, it might be a while before Beezer's back. You gotta laugh, though. Occasionally Beezer is hot. But sometimes things are too hot. Just too damn hot. You gotta cool down. You gotta go to the south side. You gotta go where it's like funk style. Which reminds me, there was a movie back in the 60s. I think it was called Beyond Heat or Heat Island. I don't know. Patrick Allen was in it. It used to show on the TV like Sundays. And there was some solar flare and they were on this island and there was hardly anybody there and it got like really hot and his shirt was sticky and the girl, her shirt was hot and got sticky and everything was like sticky and then they got dizzy because it was so hot. I think it was some kind of science fiction sun revenge on the earth. And then towards the end, it got so hot, all these like weird beetles, like, but they were big. I mean, they were like, you know, like little badgers or something, I mean, or rats. They were pretty big, these beetles. And when you'd fall asleep with the heat, and then these beetles would like crawl all over you and suck your energy out. Anyway, here's Moby.
Myself in the pouring home. See the light come over, no. I see myself in the pouring rain. I watch hope come over me. Here we are in the pouring
Yeah, that Moby doing that South Side thing. That's like super cool. I'm going to be super cool one day. But right now, I'm hot. And even my dreams are hot. I'm having hot dreams of hot things. In matches and burning and darkness and, hey, tangerine dream. Love on a real train. That's like a dream. them Tangerine Dream. That's them funk-style synth Germans living on the funk line. I love that. That's a great track. And we did get a message back from Eddie Murphy's manager. And he's considering it, apparently. He's on holiday in the Caribbean, but we should hear back next week. And with a bit of luck, maybe next week or in the next week or two, Eddie Murphy will come in on, and I'll tell you what, if Eddie comes in, we'll do the show live. Because, like, he's bound to swear and it'll cause lots of trouble. But it'd be really fun, I think. Robert Gordon's not fun, but he is talented. And back about maybe 20 years ago, he teamed up with Link Wray, godfather of rock and roll, and they played together for a few years, and then Link left, and Chris Spedding took over as Robert's kind of duo rockabilly guy. And Chris Spedding, of course, can play rockabilly fantastic. But there was, I have to say this, there was something quite special, I think, about the young Robert Gordon and the old Link Wray, and a song written by Bruce Springsteen called, and it's on Message, because the song's called Fire. Oh yeah, it's live. It's actually a live version, which makes it even cooler. Or hotter.
Turn on the radio. I'm pulling you close, but you just say no. You say you don't like it. Well, girl, I know you're a liar. 'Cause when we kiss, fire. Well, late at night, I chase you home. I say I wanna stay. You say you wanna be alone. You say you don't need me, but you can't hide your desire. 'Cause when we kiss, fire. You had a hold on me right from the start. It felt so good I couldn't tear it apart. Got my nerves all jumping, acting like a fool. Your kisses they burn, but your heart stays cool. Romeo and Juliet, Samson and Delilah. Baby, you can bet the love they didn't deny. Well, now your words say split, but your words they lie. 'Cause when we kiss, fire. Oh, fire, fire. Oh, fire. Oh, fire.
That's the ending, explosive. It's fantastic. And that song was written by Bruce Springsteen for Elvis. And Elvis didn't want to cut it. What was up with that? I mean, would have been good to Elvis cover a Springsteen song. Springsteen gave it to Robert and Link, and they put that version out as a single version, and didn't get a hit. Well, the Pointer Sisters got the hit in the end. Fire. Now we're going to get a little mystic and occult to finish with, because, hey, I'm in the mood. And the Beatles, they explored that kind of theosophy hidden sun thing. Like that there's the sun that you see in the sky, which is up there, which is hot and kind of yellow. And then there's this other sun kind of underneath everything, like a central core sun that just powers out this inner light. And that's what I'm going to leave you with. I'm going to leave you with a whole pile of fiery inner light until I see you all again. And actually, I never see you. I don't even know who you are, but I bet you're lovely. If you listen to my radio show, I like you a lot. This is King Mob, broadcasting out at Radio Lewes, finishing with the Beatles, and yeah, here comes the sun.
Comes the sun, doo-doo-doo. Here comes the sun. I say it's alright. Little darling, it's been a long, cold, lonely winter. Little darling, it feels like years since it's been here. Here comes the sun. Here comes the sun, and I say it's alright. Little darling, the smiles returning to the faces. Little darling, it seems like years since it's been here. Here comes the sun. Here comes the sun, and I say it's alright. Sun, 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 here it comes. 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 Little darling, I feel that ice is slowly melting. Little darling, it seems like years since it's been clear. But here comes the